What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 10 of the longest lasting fragrances in my collection. So I was actually just going to do a top 5, but while I was trying to pick my 5, I was like, there's too many to just do 5. So a little bit of everything: designer, niche, no cheapies. No clones. I just don't own any more clones. Nothing against them, I just don't have any anymore. So I'll go ahead and start off with the obvious one for me. I've been talking about this fragrance in the last few videos. It's going to be Imagination. This is a new batch or whatever. It's a newer bottle, so yes, it's going to be a newer batch. I don't have any performance issues like a lot of people have are saying, even though it's probably nose blind, just because for me, this is easily a 12+ hour fragrance. For a fresh fragrance, it's really surprising, and I do wear this one in the cold as well, and it still has that sillage, so it's a very powerful fragrance. I really do enjoy wearing it. I'm glad I got the 200 ml bottle, because if not, I would probably already had a bigger dent on this if it was just the 100 ml. Next, we're going to go ahead and change it up, maybe go a little niche. So a niche is going to be Triumph de Bacchus. So Triumph de Bacchus is the eau de parfum. Definitely another monster. Wore this one the other day, easily on the 12+ hour mark again. Well, just to be honest, all of these are going to be in the 12+ hour mark. So if you're looking for something powerful, got a compliment on it. Well, I think most of these I got compliments on, like late into my days. So definitely people are still smelling these fragrances after like 10 hours, 8 hours. And I'm not really an oversprayer either. So if you are, then people will definitely be smelling you with these fragrances. I'm not really an oversprayer. I probably do like 5 sprays max. Some of these I do 3. It depends on what it is. So like Triumph Bacchus, I think I did like a 3 or 4 spray that day. But yeah, people were definitely still smelling me towards the end of my day. Next, let's bring it down a little bit with the cost. We're gonna go down to Prada Lhomme Intense. So it's been a little bit since I've worn this fragrance. I'm probably gonna wear it sometime this week, but I know when I wear this fragrance, I gotta be ready to have it on all day. Just because it's that powerful, especially for me. I'm not too sure what people say about the performance on this one, but for me, it's really long lasting. So this might be a surprising one to put on this list. Just for me, it's just lasts that long. And to combat this, we're gonna go ahead and get Dior Homme Intense in this list too, because Dior Homme Intense is one of those that's also a very strong performer. You can go with either one. Probably the last one I wore was Dior Homme Intense, not Prada L'Homme Intense. I do really enjoy both of them. You can kind of see the dent on here, but yeah, both really strong, long-lasting fragrances. The reason I know they would last more than 12 hours is because I work 11.5-hour days, so include the drive and the time I put the fragrance on when I'm getting ready, plus the time I get home, it's probably like 13-14 hours. So yeah, I mean, it's super long lasting. I can't really speak too much about the parfum. I just don't own it. Either one, the 2025 or 24 or whatever, and then the older one. I'm pretty sure the older one performs great, just because when I did try it at a duty free, it was pretty strong. And it was one of those after I washed my hands, because I had it on the back of my hands to try to get it off, it was still there. So don't doubt that the parfum might even beat the Intense, but that's just what I know as of right now. Another one, this is a creed that people say this fragrance doesn't perform. I haven't had any issues. This fragrance lasts, again, more than 12 hours on myself. It's gonna be Royal Oud. I've seen complaints about this fragrance not lasting, which is insane, because for me, this is probably the longest lasting creed I have. I'm trying to think which other one would be as long lasting, but I think Royal Oud's probably my longest lasting creed. at least at the end of my day, this is the one I can smell off of myself still very powerfully. So yeah, very surprising. This is also not an old batch. This fragrance I got last year, I believe. I think it was last year that I got it. If not, it was 2 years ago. But yeah, it is what it is. Maybe they go nose blind and smell it. They say it's that, but I don't know. Who knows? Next is also a fragrance I haven't reached in a while, but again, it's one of those that does last all day. I gotta be prepared to wear it all day. It's gonna be Reflection. So Reflection, man, by Amouage. I definitely have to wear this one this week, but I mean, really good, long lasting. Again, this is the point of this video, but yeah, a little bit on the pricier side. Amouage fragrances do perform. I was actually going to put Jubilation in this video. I just didn't want to put like an extra fragrance to make it 11. I just kept it at 10. Jubilation 25, when I first received it, I thought it didn't perform. Second time I wore it, after a few days maybe, I choked myself out with it. So Jubilation 25 also really performs. Beach Hut Man, I do have, it also performs. I'm trying to think of other fragrances. If you have Overture, you're going to kill yourself and everybody else around you with one spray. And let me think. I think the only Amouage that didn't really perform on me was Boundless, which is weird as a tobacco scent. Tobacco sweet in the aspect of like kind of like a tobacco vanille. That didn't really perform on me. I don't know if I was just going nose blind quickly, but maybe at like the 2 or 3 hour mark, I just didn't really smell that one. But Amouage Reflection, man. I used to wear this one more often, and I used to get a lot of compliments really into my day. So I think this might be a little slept on when it comes to longevity, just because it's a strong fragrance, but I don't think it's as long lasting as you expect it to be. I feel like this could probably be a 24-hour fragrance. Another one that's not talked about when it comes to longevity, it could also not be talked about because of price. I don't really see this fragrance talked about too much. It's gonna be Tobacolor. So Tobacolor, yes, it's a higher end designer fragrance, but this one is another one that have to be ready to wear it, have to be in the mood to wear it, because it's a thick fragrance that lasts all day. This one I keep away from the bottom of my nose, just because if I keep it like in this area, it's gonna become really cloying to me just because of how thick this fragrance is. Especially sometimes it's like you probably have this same problem or situation where you go nose blind to a fragrance but not fully, so there's still like a few notes that you could still smell all day instead of smelling the entire fragrance. I find that very irritating depending on the fragrance. This has happened to me with this fragrance. I don't know exactly what that note is. It doesn't bother me enough to sell this fragrance, but that's why I just have to be ready to wear this one if I'm gonna wear it. I don't really want to wear it to work just because it's gonna be 13-14 hours and I'm gonna be smelling it. So I'd rather do something 6-7 hours. I'll get home and I know I can wash it off, even though this you're gonna have to really scrub it off to get it off of your skin, and it might still be there. Next, I've actually put a lot of people at work onto this. A lot of people know that I'm the cologne guy, that I make fragrance videos, or that I collect fragrances. So most of the time I recommend Sauvage Elixir. I live in Buffalo, so mostly cold all the time. Most of the time they have a second fragrance they already have, so that's a fresher scent. So I kind of ask them that question first, and then I recommend a Sauvage Elixir if they already have like a fresher scent. Just because Sauvage Elixir, especially for how it's pretty much always cold all the time here, it's just an easy like. They want something that projects, something that's really nice. They don't want to spend too much money. Obviously, they don't want to spend over $200. I kind of gauge their budget, but For the most part, they've all said $150 and below. They can pretty much find this one in that price range, the 60 ml, and it's strong enough that you only need 2 or 3 sprays, and you know you're pretty much all set. So I know a lot of people hate on this one now, saying it doesn't perform like it used to. I can't tell you the newer bottles or whatever. I doubt it though. But this fragrance, I believe this batch is the 2022 batch. I did not buy the 22. I think I bought it off of somebody in a Facebook group for like, I remember I got a steal on this fragrance. I think I bought it for like $80. It's probably maybe like a third down, so maybe about 75% full. But I don't wear it that much, or as much as I would like to. It's a really good fragrance. Does last all day. I do go nose blind to it at work, and it's also a compliment. Get her at work. Like I said, I don't really wear it to work anymore, just because there's a few other people that have it now, so I don't want to wear it at work. I'll wear it for other occasions. I have plenty of other fragrances that I could wear to work to not smell like everybody else. And as in everybody else, it's like 3 people. Might be a 4th soon because there's someone that is looking into it. So, all right. And those people that I've recommended to are different departments, so they never really work together, just so they're not really smelling the same all around. But anyways, next is another sweet fragrance that I have to be prepared to wear all day. I'm not really a gourmand or sweet fragrance lover, which could be why I don't really like too many of the designers that are coming out there. Most of the time they're like that sweet designer scent. I'm not a big fan of sweetness. It has to be done right, like a Guerlain or a Guerlain Lhomme ideal. Extreme is a really good way that they did it. Parfum, it's not that sweet, but it still has a little bit of sweetness. Angel Share, pretty much like the king of sweet fragrances. I have to be ready to wear this. It has to be cold enough for me to wear this, even though it's cold all the time. I'll go through phases of wearing this a lot, then I kind of stop. But it is what it is. It's another long-lasting fragrance. The clone I had, Amir Fiery Desire. If you don't want to spend Angel Share money, I definitely recommend that clone. Same thing with Sauvage Elixir. If you don't want to spend Sauvage Elixir money, I would say get, I believe it's called Un. I don't remember what, I think it was like Amir or something, but it was Un. It's UNE. Bottle is like a black bottle, black, maybe navy blue bottle. That's a really good clone of it. And yeah, and while I'm talking about clones, I'll go ahead and say, I forgot what the Maison Ombre clone of this, Tobac I think it is, for the Maison Ombre clone. It's a pretty good clone of this fragrance, Tobacolor, and Chiaka's, I think it was like Collage by Chiaka by Collage fragrances. It's like one of those Dunhill looking bottles. Is a really good clone of Reflection Man. If you don't want to spend the money to buy these fragrances, those are the clones I would recommend, at least for these fragrances. The other ones, I don't really know about any good clones for them, but let's go ahead and talk about that. This wasn't really in order. This one's going to be the one that's going to choke everybody out. If you do too many sprays, this is going to be the longest lasting one probably in this this video. It might, yeah, it probably will be the longest lasting one. This would probably, it's going to be Ombre Nomad. This is probably like the most obvious in this video. 2 sprays, 3 sprays, you're choking other people out, especially the people that are sensitive to fragrances. When I did, I think it was 3 sprays the last time, I kind of was like, I think I might have put too many. I think it might have been 2 or 3. I don't remember, but I was like, I might have put too much on. Where they did let me know at work. Actually, it was 3 sprays because I had 1 on the back of the neck, 2 on the arms. Got called out for it. not really in a bad way, but you know, someone was maybe about 10 to 20 feet away from me, just turned the corner, and she was like, "Why are you wearing such a strong cologne?" So I was like, "All right, like I'll go scrub it off my arms here." So I went to the bathroom, scrubbed it off, kept it on the back of my neck, and she still said it was too strong, but that wasn't as bad. But yeah, who cares anyways, right? So Ombre Nomad. I mean, if there was a first place in this video, this would be definitely in the first place spot. Yeah, and you have to be ready for it to, let's say you put it on like I am right now, and then I put a jacket on. This is going to transfer onto the jacket, so you got to be ready for that too. But yeah, these are the 10 fragrances that are the longest lasting fragrances in my collection. There's definitely a few more in here that would probably hit 12 plus hour mark in my collection. I just didn't want to make every single fragrance, or I didn't want to put every single fragrance in this list. So yeah, let me know your 10 long-lasting, maybe even 5 long-lasting fragrances in your collection. When you want something strong that's going to last you all day, what do you wear? Besides that, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one, guys.